Sorry. I totally didn't change the background. ah, Anywho, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I'm going to be doing a reading. This reading is for basically anyone who resonates with it. Okay. Anyone who resonates with it. Let me just a quick reminder, today is the final day to sign up for my workshop. I have, I think, like 3 seats available. I'm not sure, but there are definitely not many seats left. If you would like to be part of that workshop experience, it's going to be this Sunday. All you have to do is go to soulworksynergistics.com/workshops with an S. It is the link that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Also, we have our raffle. Okay. So the raffle is going to be continuing through to the end of this month, the month of June. And after that, we're going to be picking a winner first week of July. It would be really, really awesome if you guys could please support my raffle. If you haven't already entered into the raffle, please do consider it. It's only $1 per entry. On top of that, if you cannot enter, please do share it out. Definitely share it out. Okay. If you'd like to book a session with me, a private session, you have something specific that you want to kind of get some help with, go to soulworksynergistics.com/Emmy-services. That's how you can get in touch with me and book a session. Last but not least, if you'd like to help us with building the physical campus, sanctuary campus, please check out soulworksynergistics.com/sanctuary. And to top it off, if you're curious about what different projects we have going on right now, simply go to soulworksynergistics.com/projects, and that has all the Emmy stuff up in there. So I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I was told is feeling empty because of this, but not doing what needs to be done. Okay. Are y'all ready for a verbal lashing? Do I need to be your mom today? Actually, I need to just relax myself. I got glutenized and my brain is still swollen. My brain feels swollen still. So we're just going to calm it down today. We're going to try and keep it as copacetic as possible. I'm not really capable of being chill. I tend to not be capable of being chill for any prolonged period. So, let's just be honest with ourselves. This is probably not going to be chill, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. Here goes. All right. Here goes. Here comes the sun. Da 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 da. Okay. So, fertility, containment, whatever it is that you're trying to get done, you can't contain it any further. You can't hide it away. You can't, any of that is bubbling up. And really, you're not going to be able to continue to pretend as though things don't matter, because they do. And if things matter, you should start acting like they do. Ooh, I can already tell it's going to be solid up in here. Prosperity. So there's a lot of things that are being situated for you, and these things can bring prosperity into your life, but you choose to not allow it. If you're going to choose to not allow it, then you can't complain that you don't have it. See what I'm saying? If you're going to choose to not allow, then you can't complain that you don't have. You have to allow yourself to be able to receive the very things you need to receive, whether it's guidance, whether it's support, whether, it's just someone kind of like, hey, you matter. You have to allow it. You have to stop punishing yourself for some perceived shortcoming. You know what, girl, you know what? You know what? You need to calm down, is what I found myself feeling rather triggered right there. So I'm just going to calm myself down. Maybe it's because I did my eyebrows too dark today. That could do it. That could definitely be the reason. My eyebrows are too dark, therefore my attitude is a little bit dark. Cycles. These are cycles that you continue to go through, cycle after cycle, over and over and over again. When are you going to be done with these cycles? When are you going to choose to exit? Exit stage left. When are you going to exit these cycles for real? I'm serious. I'm serious. Okay. When? I know, Ocean Lover. I'm feeling like I should just wipe them off while I'm live. But, let me just own what I did this morning. This is an indication of my attitude for the day. So, just what was the I think you're beautiful. I was watching a video. What was the other one? It's fine. I don't know sign language. Rebirth. See, you're heading towards a rebirth. It's this visual of like you're about to go into labor and you're trying to cross your legs thinking that you can avoid giving birth. But I mean, that's not going to work. That's just not going to work. Crossing your legs to try and prevent birth is just not something that's going to work. It's just not. It's not. And I think you're setting yourself up for disappointment and a sense of failure if you think that you could actually stop your growth. You cannot stop your growth. You can interfere with your perception of the way in which you're growing, but you can't actually stop the growth. You can't. It's just your perception is what's being skewed. And what ends up happening is when you skew your perception, you then begin to tap into these areas of, shall we say, insecurities, these areas of feeling as though you're less than what you actually are. Oh, maybe that helped a little bit. That did not help. Anywho, um, let me just look at the cards and see what's going on. All right. Initiation, upside down spring, candles, magic, respect. So there was a refusal to allow the initiation to continue, to allow yourself to continue forward in whatever it is that you're needing to go forward in. And that caused your experience during spring to feel like it's upside down. This upside down state, world upside down. I'm sorry, it's just a little personal joke. This world upside down, the world's not upside down. It's functioning just the way it's always functioned. It is your perception that is making it seem like things are upside down. Okay. If you allow yourself to begin aligning your perception with the reality of what's actually going on, you would have a much better chance at feeling stable within yourself, within your life. Um, I did see a post this morning or yesterday. I kind of just want to read it to you guys. And I think the person who posted is actually here, so that's even more perfect. Okay. There was a question that was posed on social media. And the question is, how do you overcome when you realize your anger is a byproduct of the hurt and disappointment in humanity? How do you overcome it? How do you overcome that disappointment? Well, I have an answer. You overcome it by accepting the validity of your emotions, processing the root reason of why it exists, and then poop it out like an overdue turd. Release, release, release. Here's the thing, as someone who once upon a time also felt very, very trapped by the decisions of others, the behaviors and perceptions of other people, I began to realize the only one really holding me captive is myself. It's myself. And when I begin to allow myself to just exist within my life and recognize the reality of the truth that I'm living in, it doesn't seem so bad. It doesn't seem so horrendous. Oh, horrendous. It doesn't seem so horrendous because what happens is I begin to give myself permission to not be responsible for other people. I was talking with someone last night, and it was this convo of like, I was sharing how I sometimes do this thing that I call a people project, where I look for people to turn into my projects. I try and look for the most lowly, most broken feeling, fractured person. And it's my job to make them feel whole. And no, my job is to recognize they are already whole and they're simply in a process of realizing this. Yeah. Being fractured does not mean you're broken. It just doesn't. Being fractured does not mean you are missing parts. The cracks are the places where your light leaks out. And when you allow yourself to be this brightness that you actually are, you enter into a space of magic and respect, this magical place where everyone's decisions are valid, right? Everyone's decisions are valid, and we can then begin to really, really, really fix Emmy's eyebrows because this one, if you are being a total bichacho, my brow, man, what's wrong with you? Why can't you just behave? Sorry. Sorry. I've been getting mad at this brow a lot. Like, bitch, why you always gotta be different? Why you always gotta go out of your way to be different? Why can't you just match your sister? All right. So we're gonna get through this, okay? We're gonna get through whatever this is. This is just cycles, lessons, whatever it is, whatever it is. It's just cycles and lessons. It's gonna be successful. All you did was successfully postpone this adventure, right? You're on an adventure. You're on an adventure. Universal D, I am focused on my brow. Besides, give me a break. I got glutenized. My brain's not functioning properly. It's functioning, just not properly. Mm-hmm. Michael's like, who told you to eat that sauce? Bitch, shut up. It's not the morning for this, okay? It's not the morning for you to shame me for trying some sauce. It fucked up my tongue too. I got geographic tongue off of it. Like the whole bottom half of my tongue swelled yesterday and it looked like someone took sandpaper to it. I was like, I think I'm going to be fucked up in a few minutes, which I was, but it didn't matter because I fell asleep immediately. That tells me there was gluten in that sauce. There was gluten. It's fine. So, morality, the dream, and silence. This whole concept of morality. Like, okay, first, I have a moment of clarity. Let's expound on this moment. Who decides what's moral? Who is it? Who decides what is moral? Who decides what is immoral? Who decides what is right, what is wrong? Who decides this? Who decides this? I tell you, sometimes, and I say this as Reverend Emmy, I probably shouldn't involve that right now. I say this as Emmy. um, some of the people who try and feign like religious elevation, that they are somehow more evolved, more favored by God than others because they're religious. They're a religious leader or whatever it is. They're the most immoral mofos out there. They're the most immoral mofos out there. I once saw this video. It was of a legal proceeding. And this person was being questioned in a court of law about their expenditures. And the person, I don't know, maybe it was simply, no, I think it was a full on courtroom. I don't think it was just like the office. I think it was full on courtroom. I think they got in actual trouble. And he was being questioned as to why he felt it was appropriate to put on the church's tab like a $1,200 belt. I don't care if it's Moschino. Like, honey, how dare you? How dare you? I'm just saying, how dare you? And then he was claiming like expenses for the church with his wardrobe, and it was like some ridiculous amount. I don't know, maybe 20, $30,000 per season, not per year, to get a new wardrobe. And they asked him why, and he said he something along the lines of like he needed to represent God properly and be dressed. God doesn't give a shit about Versace. God does not care about Versace, sir. Does not care. And that's the thing, this whole morality clause, this morality issue, it seems like someone is listening to the most immoral mofos about morality. I'm just saying. There okay, sometimes people will irritate me to the degree where I just become really savage in my communication. It takes a lot for me to get there. So by the time I'm there, I really don't care if I hurt your feelings. I just really don't care because I've taken so much of a caca at that point. I'm just like, well, what do I got to say to shut you up? And so I say it. But there was this guy that I knew. He's a much older gentleman, and he was married to a much younger gal. And this guy within the Facebook community that I was creating, this is before I started live streaming. He would kind of like go around and comment on everyone's page or their posts, but not before he Googles things, right? Not before he Googles things, and he will look at your post and try and dissect it and Google what he can Google in order to be able to comment some. I don't know what he thought he was doing. In his mind, I think he thought he was helping, right? So I remember one time, one of my girlfriends, who's also a mutual friend of this guy, I think she had like some sort of hair process done, and her ends were fried. And he's like telling her, like, super duper confident, like, you just need to put some coconut oil on it. I'm like, I don't, coconut oil doesn't moisturize my skin or my hair. In fact, it dries me out. It creates more problems for my skin than anything. And I was telling her that, and he's basically like, I don't know what I'm talking about, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, whatever. I see you. I didn't say anything because I like her. And I was like, you know what? Let me not get nasty on your post. And so she put coconut oil, which then ended up breaking her hair off. And I guess she went to a hairstylist to figure out what the F is happening to my hair. And she's like, "You should not have put coconut oil." I mean, I'm not a hairstylist, but I mean, for me, common sense, I would not put coconut oil in my hair when it's already that compromised. I would use keratin, I would something, but not coconut oil. I would want something that actually bonds with the strands to strengthen it. I would look that up and not listen to someone online. And so a couple weeks later, I'm kind of sharing how one of my friends, their baby's now in the ER because they looked online and they used coconut oil for prolonged periods to address impetigo, which that's a staph infection. And if you start it right at the very start of the infection and it's very, very small, then it might work because coconut oil has antiviral, antibacterial, anti all of that stuff properties, right? But when it's widespread through the whole body, you need actual synthetic medicines. You need intravenous antibiotics. You need topical meciparin, which is a very strong antibiotic, topical antibiotic, specifically for staph infection. Just things like that, where it's like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, but he continuously comments on everyone. And finally, I had enough and I was like, I think you're a fucking idiot. He's like, "Excuse me, read what I wrote again. Clearly, you're literate. Read it again." And I told him off. I told him off, and then I blocked him. Fuck him, and his three jumping dots. I don't give a shit. You're still writing. I don't care. I'm taking away your ability to comment on my post. Yeah, I was so pissed off, and it became this thing of recognizing that he's so insecure in himself that he uses everyone else's situation to try and lift himself up. So you know what he did? I blocked him on Facebook. Like, fuck you and your three dots. And and he had already known my email address and was trying to message me on Hangouts. And he's like, ahem, fuck you and your ahem, clear your throat somewhere else. I don't give a shit. People like that. We all have at least one person who is like that, where they totally make it a point to exploit your situation as a way so that they can feel like they're somehow on higher ground. Those people exhaust the shit out of me. My patience is like none with people like that. Like I can't even. I cannot even. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Don't listen to people like that, which is what I'm trying to say. Don't listen to people like that because they will just make your situation so far worse. Listen to yourself. Hell, don't even listen to me. Listen to yourself. Sit quietly with yourself and ask yourself, what should I decide? What is best for me? Now, there are like a handful of people in my life that I trust so completely. And I value their input, like they're intelligent. They actually are very, very beautiful, beautiful individuals. And sometimes I will go to them and ask them their opinion on certain things, but I see it for what it is, their opinion. And at the end of the day, my decision has to be my decision. My general rule of thumb, anyone who really seriously needs me to agree or listen to everything they have to say and take it in as though it's the word of God. Jesus texted me, he thinks you're a dick. I'm just saying. That's what I want to say to people like that. That is absolutely what I want to say to people like that. Like And then they'll get ballsy and be like, who do you think you are? Like, I am blah, 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 blah. Who do you think you are? And my only response is your mom. That's who I think I am. This got me so heated. I'm trying to take off the dust bunnies from my fan again. There's nothing more zen than cleaning. So the dream and silence are both in reverse. Your dream does not come true if you remain silent. You hear what I say? Your dream does not come true so long as you remain silent. You need to speak up. Speak. Uh-huh. 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 I wish a motherfucker would. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whew. Okay. Control. Someone's trying to control you. Some people will be overt in their attempt to control you. Some people will be very covert. And it comes even down to like what they request you call them. Sometimes it even comes down to that, where they affix themselves and their identity to the label that they have, the label they've chosen for themselves. And that label kind of makes them feel like they're not ordinary. And therefore, because they have some label, um, they're somehow superior to you. Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. There are certain words that are programmed into the human psyche. And these words, when you affix them onto someone else as a label, it immediately puts you in a submissive position. They immediately have some type of power over you. Let's take a look at the Catholic Church. The religious practitioner, I better stop. The priest is referred to as father. Motherfucker, you're not my father. I just have to say, you are not my father. I will not address you as such. I'll address you as you are. Servant. Servant. Remember your rightful place in the hierarchy of things. Servant. You've taken on the position of serving the community. You should not be uplifted. You are part of the cleanup crew. You are at the bottom of the bottom. I am a servant. I know my proper place. It's not in front of everyone. It's not above everyone. It's shoulder to shoulder those who need me the most. I am a servant. And it irks me to no end when people think their human given title somehow creates this automatic entitlement to you and your respect, and treating you with minimal regard is just, you have to release yourself from those people. Instead of listening to them, listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice. You have to listen to yourself. And I think a large portion of the time, people are able to get away with this type of behavior to force our compliance, even when we don't want to comply, because these words have already been programmed into us. You know, I don't even listen to my biological father. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sure as fuck am not listening to you. I'm not. I didn't listen to my dad. I didn't listen to my mom. I don't listen to illogical bullshit. I don't. I don't listen to bullshit. I just don't. It's like, If it doesn't make sense for me in my life, why do I need to apply it to my life? If it does make sense, I will consider it. I will heavily consider it and see how I can apply it to my life and my situation, see if it can help me to rectify whatever is wrong. But I'm not just going to blindly apply the I don't know. 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 Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. The burden. I'm tired of people thinking they can ride on you. It's just like a metaphor for someone who's a dickhead. Sir, your cock is showing. Sir, your cock is on your head. Oh my gosh. Let me stop. So, I mean, you don't have to carry the burden of other people's insecurities as though they are your own. You don't have to. You don't have to carry the weight of other people's insecurities, other people's failures, shortcomings, or any of that. Now is really the time for you to make some decisions that will help you to get to the next level of wherever it is you need to be within your journey. Really, within your journey. I don't know if it's because my brain feels like ridiculously swollen, but I'm feeling some energy. I'm feeling some energy. Let's shift gears really quick. What's today? The third. So 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 4 is 15, and 6. Today is a 6th day. All right. You could take time out to shop for clothes and cosmetics or other products that make you look and feel better, while also taking a trip to the salon. Your mood is loving and romantic, so you might want to spend time with a lover. But if that isn't possible, you will listen to nice music, light scented candles, and do things that cheer you up. Naturally, there are jobs that will need to be done, but they won't take up much of your time. See what I'm saying? They won't take up too much of your time. But these are things that you definitely need to do. It's time for us to get done the things that need to be done. So maturity, please find some. Find some in the face of people who are really not worth your time, not worth your effort. Please find the maturity to be able to walk away from that without allowing them to coerce you into an exchange. Okay. And someone might be thinking, well, how would I do that? How would I go about doing that? Well, one of my most favorite things to do when someone is trying to bait me into an exchange, I just kind of politely smile. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't care enough about your opinion to actually care enough to engage with you. I hope you find someone who cares enough. I don't think highly of you. And so I'm kind of just going to have to leave it at that. I don't want to make you cry. No, I'm totally serious. There's I think like 3 seats left in Powered Llama. And that's I just kind of say that. Or another one that I really like is when I'm like, "Oh, you think you're smart. That's sweet. No, 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 no. Go ahead, keep going. Hey, honey, are you ready to go?" Yeah. Yes. Yes. The kitten lives inside me. I can be catty. catty in a way where people don't even know what to respond. Yeah. People want to argue? Yes. Wait, what? What do you mean, yes? Yes. But I didn't ask you a yes or no question. Yeah. What? Exactly. Stop! Stop! Yeah, no. And watch, they'll be like, "What are you talking about?" And you could totally be like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking if I thought you were stupid. I'm sorry. What were you saying?" I can't take that kind of shit serious. I can't. I can't. I can't take that serious. And I've been known to actually say that as well. Are you serious? Because I can't seriously take this serious. Are you being serious? I want to laugh, but I don't want to be rude. Are you serious? Oh shit, you're serious. Oh, I gotta go. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Another really, really good one. Um, going all the way back to Wayne's World. Wayne is wise. So Wayne's World, and they said like a sphincter says what? Huh? A sphincter says what? What? Right. It's an asshole. A sphincter is your asshole. I'm just saying, I like to have fun when people show me that they're just being obnoxious. I do. I like to entertain myself if I'm going to stay in the presence of that. And if I'm not in the mood to entertain myself, I just excuse myself politely or not so politely. Like, I don't have time for your shit. I'm sorry. I don't have time for your shit. I have no idea what you're talking about, nor do I care to find out. Sometimes people need to be reminded of their proper place in your life. They don't have the capacity to remind themselves. So for people like that, you're going to have to remind them for you. Okay? The best thing is to kind of just bow out and leave. To just not listen, not engage. But I mean, if you're going to engage, my personal preference is to at least entertain myself while I engage. I'm just saying. So creativity in reverse. There's nothing creative about what they're doing. You know what they're doing because they've done this to you over and over and over again. They are too accustomed to being in a position where they think like they know more about you and your life than you know about yourself. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? La, 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 bow to your partner, then you turn around. And sometimes I just randomly sing children's songs in response. There's nothing more disrespectful. So seriously, there's nothing that is more passive aggressively disrespectful than to begin singing children's songs in the middle of someone trying to give you a sermon. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. And they go like, "What are you doing?" Oh, what? They're like, What are you doing?" Oh, were you talking to me? It cracks me up. I entertain myself at their expense. Okay. I entertain myself at their expense, and it's fine. It's fine because the way I see it, they're risking making me feel as though I'm less than what I actually am in exchange for them feeling like they're more than what they truly are. It's an equal exchange. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. And they literally don't know what to do with that. They literally don't know what to do with that. Oh, another favorite of mine is to just smile, like it's genuine smile, like, and then to look around, like, who are you talking to? I'm sorry, who are you talking to? And they'll look at me like, and I'll be like, seriously, who are you talking to? Did someone walk behind me? Because I know for sure as fuck you are not talking to me like that. I know that for a fucking fact. You are not talking to me that way. I'm just saying. I know for fuck's sake you is not talking to me like that. You lost your cock ass mind thinking you could talk to me like that. I'm just saying. You better call back whoever the fuck it was you were addressing in that way because I'm starting to feel like you actually dumb enough to talk to me that way. I'm just saying. I'ma say it. I'ma say it. Ripeness. I mean, the situation is just ripe. It's ripe. It's nice and juicy and ripe. It's time to pluck yourself out of that space. Okay. Suppression in reverse. Like you're not willing to be suppressed anymore. You know what I mean? You're not willing for people to continue to oppress and suppress you, to oppress you to the degree that you feel the need, you feel obligated to oppress yourself, suppress yourself. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. 1980s rap was so wiggity, wiggity, wiggity whack. I love it. I love it. Okay. Sounds like you listen to rap. I sure fucking do. I'm from Caliphas. Yeah, I mean, you can't actually be from the Bay Area, grow up there in the 90s, and not listen to rap. Hello, gangster rap. Wasim Falium. All right, guys. Let me quit messing around. Self worth in reverse. Someone, I'm telling you, someone feels very lowly. They feel very subpar. And, you know, don't take in their insecurities. Just don't. Don't take in their insecurities. Don't allow yourself to buy into that BS. Feeling empty because of this, but not doing what needs to be done. Think of how that ties in to what I've been saying. It's making me hot. All right. Thinking of what needs to be done. What is it? I want you to think of what you need to do in your life right now, over the next couple weeks, over the next few months. Like what really needs to be done. Yo, I'm about to I'm about to develop a mother freaking wrinkle between my eyes. Y'all be stressing me out. Not you guys. The people, whoever this reading is for. This is stressful. Cosmic connection and hope. There's a hope that the cosmic connection will be reestablished. I'm just not feeling this reading. I'm not. I'm not feeling it. It's making my energy surge. So someone is entering into their shadow aspects, and it's taken away from their free spiritedness. They feel very confined, very, very confined, very upside down in their logic because someone keeps telling them, keeps getting in their head, you know? like really, really getting in their head. What do you guys keep saying I hear it for? What is that about? What do you hear? Transformation in reverse. A lot of the blocking, the halting of whoever this is, their process for ascension, or reaching a higher level of dimensional consciousness, it's being affected by all of this environment. The environment is caca. Para bailar la bomba. Para bailar la bomba se necesita y arriba, ba ba bamba. Sorry, I'm super irritated. I'm super irritated. No, the integrity is not there. The integrity is not there. There's just like a full on misalignment. Yeah. Thank you, Rainbow Flames. Card number 1, awaken. Like really allowing yourself, really, really allowing yourself to understand the gravity. You know what I mean? The gravity. The gravity of what you're doing, who you are, you know, all of these different things. You have to understand how your behavior not just affects yourself, but the environment that you're in. You know? It's like this sense of some people um just really feel entitled to you. They do. That's not your problem to solve. That's not even your problem. Period. It's just not, you know? And some people might be like, ooh, is where which here. Um so I'm just trying to decide how to move forward is what it is. I'm very bothered because of the fact that I find it extremely disrespectful for someone to come into my reading and be aware, like fully aware that I'm in the middle of a reading and to request for a personal reading. I don't see how that could be appropriate in anyone's eyes, how someone could see that as acceptable behavior, because it's not. It's not acceptable behavior at all. For me to be in the process of already giving and then to ask me for even more. Like, I don't know how that could seem appropriate to anyone. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all, you know? And it's something that happens here and there, and I get it. But it's something that also needs to be spoken about in a serious way. So people will finally learn. Learn to self-regulate. Learn to receive information that's being offered and to figure out how to apply it to your life rather than expectations of being coddled where I have to stop what I'm doing so that I can answer your question that pertains only to you, right? Because that's exactly what's being done when someone's like, they see that it is a reading and I'm speaking to everyone. Like, I want my message. Here's your message. This is your message. It's time as adults that we listen to the way we address situations, that we become aware of our behaviors. Self-regulation is so important. And I promise you, these will be the very people who never apply the wisdom that's already shared. And then they won't take accountability for the way their life is going either. It's everyone else. I'd say about 90 to 95% of our problem as individuals is us. Myself included. Myself included. And I don't know if maybe I need to change my approach to these live streams and not be so open with myself, open about my life, not go out of my way to make sure everyone feels comfortable and as though you're welcome in my home. Because sometimes when people get too comfortable, they start to think they own the home. And that's not okay. So I don't know if maybe I need to change my approach and actually change out of my jammies, fix my hair every morning so that you can understand this is not the place to do that. But then on the flip side of things, for those of you who I consider my online family at this point, why do we have to change ourselves? Why? Why do we have to modify ourselves and our place of comfort? So I guess I have some things to think about today. Some things to consider about myself and the work that I do. And this can absolutely be applied to your life, you guys. So I saw this video, this man, he looks like an average man. And let me see if I can find it. Because it was profound. It was seriously profound. I got teary-eyed watching it. I wonder if I no, I didn't save it. Hold on. Excuse me. There are two videos actually. I may get the second one. Where is it? Mm. There are two videos that I want to share with you guys. Sometimes people don't understand the gravity of who you are because you don't present yourself in a way that has gravity. And it becomes this thing of like, do I need to question why people don't treat me with a proper regard? Or is it already something that I know, that I understand, that I realize? I realize I don't treat myself, I don't carry myself with a proper pomp and circumstance, so people don't know how to approach me. Let me just find these two videos so I can load them. Okay, let me load this one as well. These are important. I saw them yesterday. So it's loading. So this video right here was the first one that I saw. Oops, let me like this. Okay. In 2012, I invented a drug to treat brain tumors. I've never actually seen the drug before. He started a biotech company. He dropped out of neurosurgery training, raised $20 million, and he put his life off for a decade.
It's the first time I've ever held the vial. This is amazing.
He followed his purpose, and people disregarded him. It even ended his marriage because he wasn't willing to change who he is in pursuit of his purpose, what he is here to do. And then, not long after that video, no, this video popped up in the feed. This one's powerful. This one's powerful. Equally as powerful, but on the other end of the spectrum.
When I was young, they called me hard-headed. Later, they would call me determined and focused. When I was gaming as a kid, I would cry. They would say I was emotional and a crybaby. Later, they would say I was passionate. When everybody was play fighting as churn, I fought for real. They said I was violent with violent tendencies. Later, they said I demand and respect. I have never based how I operate off anybody's perspective of me. I'm only ever the greatest version of who I am, and I've yet to meet who I'm gonna be. My mama would tell me, be careful out there. I'm worried about you. I said, Mama, worry about them. My father was a simple man. And my father would tell me, 5 years into me owning a studio that I operate, he asked me, do you got a job yet? He regularly asked me this because my father was a hardworking man, a simple man. I never was offended by anything he ever said because I knew he didn't know what I was capable of. My son would read novels. This is at 6, 7 years old. He would read novels. My father would say, why you got that boy reading them books? I was never offended by it because my father was not a great reader. I love the people that don't understand me. The people that want to understand me, I give the information. And the people that think less of me make me no difference. Stay powerful, know who you are, learn and prepare for who you're going to be, and don't forget that absolutely anybody can get it.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We give too much weight to the opinions of people who don't even understand. They don't understand. For some, it's because they lack the capacity to. For others, it's because you've allowed them to believe that their understanding is necessary for your existence. And they don't want you to exist. But guess what? I do. I exist as I am. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, listening to that man, it's like he was speaking for me. Because that's me. Everything he said, basically, like he was telling my own story. down to the questioning of why I raise my kids the way I do. I wouldn't expect someone to understand when their goal is to raise a good worker and my mission is to prepare future leaders. See, we different in that way. Just like the way I regard myself is not the way you regard me. Why? Because most people have no idea who and what I am. But I know. I see, I feel the gravity of my existence, the gravity of my purpose and my place. And just because I'm not fully ready yet to step into that space that I was created to exist within, it does not negate the fact that that space waits for me. And I will not listen to the people who don't understand the reason I exist. The people who question me, my worth, my behaviors, my logic. No, nor will I apologize. I refuse to say sorry for speaking my honest truth. I'm not a public figure. I'm not some type of low-grade celebrity where I have to hang on your demands of who you want me to be so that I can continue to have your following and your worshiping. I don't fucking think so. You don't follow me, you walk with me. You walk beside me, and if you're here, it's because you see me as your equal. You see me existing as your future potential. And the only reason it's not your reality right now is because you're still in the process of letting go of the programs that taught you, convinced you to play smaller than you actually are. Yeah. I don't have to give of myself if I don't want to. I already give so much. And it's not that I give so much and you should be thankful. No, it's a statement all on its own. I give so much. This is me acknowledging that I deserve what I give out, which is respect, consideration, where I would never ask of you something you're not already willingly offering me. Life changes when we make it change. When we allow ourselves to exit out of one cycle and enter into a new one, life changes. And people might be like, well, Emmy, why are you going to go from one cycle into another cycle? Because that's what I choose. And I can exit that next cycle as well. I can exit however many cycles I want or need to exit. Because I'm not disillusioned into believing that the path of my soul is a linear path. I do not travel in a straight line. You know what travels in a straight line? The lambs to slaughter. They put up the pens and they have to walk that line one by one to their own slaughter. I am not a lamb that was slaughtered. I'm that lamb that's pictured with Jesus. He's carrying me like he loves me, and he brings me into the house at night. If you want to identify as the lambs that will be sent to slaughter, that is up to you. Not me. Hell no. I will not identify as that. If I'm going to see myself as a lamb, it's the lamb that was weak, almost died at birth, but the master knew the value of my life and my existence, and he bottle fed me every 2 hours to keep me alive. And in that attempt to keep me alive, to keep me present, I became a favored one. I became one that bonded with the very thing that sustains me. What's your relationship with your divinity? What is your relationship with your divinity? Do you even have a relationship with your divinity? Or do you just do what other people tell you? I mean, what is it? Do you exist in a way that makes it more comfortable, more tolerable to be around you? The way I see it, I mean, if I make you uncomfortable, you really should excuse yourself. I mean, growth is not for everyone. Personal empowerment is not for everyone. Most are uncomfortable with being accountable for their own life. And so my existence and my words will not sound very good to them. I don't care. See, with me, that I care about so many things, so many people, so many projects that will help to alter, to terraform the landscape of the human consciousness. Bullshit like that, I don't care. I mean, are you saying people are bullshit? I'm saying people like that are bullshit to me. Oh my God. You don't have to call me God, nor am I yours. But you heard what I said, and I don't need to say it again. Because if you weren't listening the first time, that's on you. Don't engage in conversations or stay in spaces where you lack the capacity or willingness to listen the first time. And people will try and convince you. You have to be apologetic for not existing within the confines of the parameters that were set by people who don't know me. And they'll tell you, I mean, these are your elders. They are not my elders, they're just older. I mean, don't be disrespectful. Who do you think you are that you don't have to listen to anyone? I think I'm a soul so old that you trying to lecture me about my existence and why I'm here is fucking pathetic. I wouldn't have said it if you didn't ask. People want to know, but they don't want the answer. You see, they want the next layer that they are going to use to bury you. No. 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 There's that saying, they tried to bury us not knowing we were seeds, right? I don't give a shit. You're not a botanist. You're not a farmer. Fuck out of here if you think you're going to bury me not knowing what I am. See, there's saying that are beautiful. They are. They're beautiful and they're poetic and they're artistic. But I refuse. I refuse to make excuses for the people and their malignancies any longer. I may be a seed, but your attempt to bury me not knowing I was a seed is you trying to bury me. So fuck you for that. And I will not sit here and be like, it's because of my traumas that I am who I am. No. No. Shitty people tried to harm me, but I refused to give in. I am who I am because this is who I choose to be. Because I chose to heal. I chose to stand up. I chose to see further beyond just that simple, barbaric human stupidity. I chose to go beyond that. I am who I am because I chose me, not because people traumatize me. I am who I am because I chose my growth, my personal power. Y'all, I was not raised to be powerful. I was raised in a culture that has misogynistic undertones. I don't give a shit. I've been told many, many times that I do not behave like a proper Filipina. Well, then disown me. I don't give a shit. Don't claim me. When I'm all the way up there where I need to be and the world knows my name, don't fucking claim me then. Do not brag to other people that I'm Filipina. Disown me now and keep it that way. But I will never fucking change myself again for other people. Never. Never. You know what makes me powerful? I don't see your absence as my loss. To the people who want me to change, the people who can't stand me being who I am, your absence is not a loss to me. It is merely a clearing of space for my people to be able to enter into my life. It's not a loss to me. And I used to wonder if it was a trauma response, and it's not, because I'm no longer a traumatized person. I'm someone who has experienced enough trauma to know without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what the fuck you try and do to me, not only will I survive, not only will I thrive, you will watch me do it while I continue to exist as though you don't. You don't like that? Stop watching. Oh, that's right. You can't, can you? You can't. Good. Maybe eventually you'll learn something. Maybe eventually you'll learn how to be a decent fucking human being. You don't like me, but you watch? Good. Learn something. Learn something. And it's this thing of like, we allow too many people into our thoughts. We allow too many people to try and tell us. I remember years ago, there was this thread that started. One of my friends posted something, and I don't know, it was a clusterfuck in the comments. There were like hundreds of comments on this one post, and people kept tagging me like, motherfuckers, I'm minding my own business. And they kept tagging me. And then the one person that everyone was arguing with, they finally decided to tag me. Big mistake. That was a big mistake. So they tagged me, and they were trying to say all of their credentials for like theology. Oh my God. Okay. So you're a theologian, whatever. I went to fucking private Catholic school my whole life. My education is equivalent to your theological information that you memorized in high school and college and whatever else. I don't give a shit about your credentials. And he was trying to say that his interpretation of the good book, the living word of God, is more accurate than everyone because he's using the King James Bible. And I was like, sir, I just came on here to let you know Jesus texted me and he thinks you're a dick. Please stop using his name. to promote your dickery. And he didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to say. And so my friends who knew me then, like I have maybe like 20, 30 accounts on social media on Facebook. And so I reactivated all of my accounts and all 20 to 30 Emmys with various screen names went on there like, for real, you're a dick. You're a dick. He's a dick. Wow, he's such a dick. Like an entire wall of all of my accounts, you're a dick. So then what I did, I went ahead and tagged my other troll friends. And they have robust, just such impressive collections of memes. And I'm like, guys, can you please bust out your dick memes? I totally took over that thread. You want to act like a clown? I'll give you the fucking nose and the shoes. And the ruffle sleeves, motherfucker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Did I have to do that? No, I wanted to. I wanted to. I mean, that's so immature. Well, I mean, were you thinking I was dealing with a mature person? Just, I mean, clearly everyone else was speaking to them in a mature manner and they weren't behaving in a mature way. I mean, the moment you tell me King James Bible, I'm just like, oh God. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Sweet uncircumcised baby Jesus. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, I don't need to be ashamed. I own everything I do in my life. Everything I say, everything I do, I own that. I'm not going to deny, oh, no, I didn't say that. Oh, I absolutely did say it was dickish, but, I felt like being a reflection of his dickery, you know? So I did. Oh, but Emmy, that's not evolved. I wasn't trying to be evolved. Are you serious? Someone's talking to me using King James Bible. I'm just saying. Was I trying to be evolved? I mean, if I was trying to be evolved, I would probably use other sacred texts. Not the fucking King James Bible. Are you kidding me? Who was trying to be evolved? Not me. Not me. You don't always have to be evolved. The people who are telling you you have to behave a specific way or else you lose this credibility and this and that, bitches, you can't take shit from me. I am who I am, and I'm where I'm at because of who I am. You're going to take away me? I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. I keep asking my attitude for me. Motherfucker keeps telling me no. He keeps saying no. He says, my child, keep the attitude. Yeah. I'm saying if I was supposed to have a different attitude and behave a different way, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been made the way that I am. Pretty sure of it. Pretty sure of it. Y'all got me all triggered to the point where I'm looking up kitty memes on Pinterest. It's the only way a girl can cope. Kitty memes. Because this shit is too much. It's too much. It is too much to tell me I'm too much. I'm just enough. You know, when people tell you that you're too much, what they're really saying is, I don't understand the godliness of God. To which I would answer, that's not my fucking problem. You better talk to somebody about that. You better ask somebody. Whew. Let me just get back in control of my feelings because see this glove? I want to purchase a glove like this to slap people with for fucking stupidity. Look at this. dark fin glove, right? I mean, yo, I can. So this is the average hand. I can extend the level of thwack that could produce. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm just saying. I like that shit. It's just fucking thwack people. But you say, shit. Or like a mask like this. Oh my God. I would just keep this in my purse. I'm being so serious here. So I would keep this mask in my purse. And when people start saying stupid shit, I would just pull it out and put it on and be like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I'm not immune to bullshit. I don't want to get any on me. Someone stop me. Oh my God. Someone stop me. I'm just fucking saying. I'm saying some good shit up here. I should go shooting today. I'm just saying. I think that would be a good way for me to kind of burn off some of this aggression because it's too much. It's just too fucking much. I mean, people be acting in a way that makes it real obvious that they did not get breastfed and are affected by the lack of breastfeeding. I'm absolutely serious here. I'm absolutely serious. Hi, Daddy. I want to go. Oh, I thought you came in here to tell me my behavior was too much. Yeah, you want to go shooting? Want to go plink plink? You want to find an outdoor range? My husband. I want to shoot outdoors. You know what I want to do is I want to do a what is it? PPC, PCC. I don't know, y'all. I got fucking dyslexia. Thank you, God, for that. As though I didn't have enough problems already. Give this one dyslexia. What? That's why it's hard to offend me because I always am like thinking backwards. It's true. It's true. So it's like, you pair the dyslexia, but the sprinkling of Asperger's, and it's like, I can't read social cues. And then I'm kind of hearing you backwards. Am I? Oh, you're probably joking. You're all telling me off. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so funny. And then people are like, oh my God, do you really? Oh my God, do you know what they said? Yeah. And they're like, they just told you off. No, they're joking. Story of my life. That's why I don't get offended. Like, and maybe that's why I was created the way I was, so I wouldn't be offended. I think you're joking. Oh my God, you're so funny. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Some people be acting like they need a fucking bunion corrector. Valgus toe corrector. I'm gonna start giving these away. Look at this shit. I mean, someone needs to create one for attitudes, like really straighten that shit out. I'm sorry. You need a valgus corrector for your attitude? I'm just saying. Do you need a toe spreader? Acting like your shit's all fucking bunched up in your shoebox. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Girls, stop. I can't. I can't stop. Oh my God. All right. I'm done. I'm not going to pull any more cards. I'm just going to go shooting. And y'all, let me ask you this. Serious question, okay? Serious question. Let's have a serious discussion. So, I saw several videos of parents who have purchased steel sheet inserts for their child's backpack. Now, I will neither confirm nor deny whether or not I have that type, of tactical gear. I know exactly what that is, though. It's a steel insert. You put it in the backpack, and if you're in a compromised situation, you hold the backpack against you, and your vital organs are covered by steel. Now, here's the thing: those are not cheap. First and foremost, you're basically creating a bulletproof backpack. Those are not cheap, nor are they light. Why, as a parent, would you consider that versus making sure that every single teacher has a proper tactical training and certification, along with a state provided biometrically locked firearm in the classroom, both a sidearm and a long range rifle carbine? Because I promise you, when you begin arming and properly training, properly securing the teachers and the firearms, I promise you, no one will be fucking with our kids. I promise you this shit. Oh my God, that's dangerous. Take a good look at some of the preschools in Israel. Those teachers have on their back a fucking rifle. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The people who will use these tools are people who don't give a shit about legislation. What's my solution? Every single teacher, as part of their requirement before they become a teacher, is to have at least 1 year of tactical training and experience. At least 1 year. They need to be able to shoot with accuracy at least 100 yards away. There's not much a deranged person can do from 100 yards when you pick them off like that. Oh my God, Emmy, what are you suggesting? I'm suggesting saving the children rather than someone else who is going to kill them. Yes, properly. It must be a biometric lock that only the teacher and a teacher's aide, who is also certified in tactical training, can unlock. And the munitions need to be kept separately. And those magazines need to be high capacity. The time it takes to load another mag is time that the aggressor can harm a child. High capacity makes it efficient. Makes it efficient. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's mm-mm. The bullshit that goes on. No, no, no. Not okay with me. Not okay with me. Not okay with me. You hide. Fuck the you hide. Motherfucker, if it's a showdown, it's a showdown. That's my stance. If you are going to approach children and you are armed and you have malignant intent, I will not hide first. I will either die or go to jail for these children. And it doesn't have to be my kids. Any child. Any child. If you are armed and I am also armed, I will not hide first. I would rather die or go to jail than give you the opportunity to harm a child. I'm absolutely serious. I would rather die or go to jail. I will not hide. Nor will I occupy states, counties that take away my constitutionally protected right to bear arms. No, it's not the wild, wild west. It is not the wild, wild west over here. No, it's not. Nope. But I will not hide. Mm-mm. Nope. If you are armed and I am armed, I will either be going to jail for murder or I will be dead because you will not harm any child. And I will instruct all the children to look away. Mm-hmm. Why are these places the very places that this bullshit happens? Because it's the places where everyone is left vulnerable. You're letting people control you and put you in a place of disempowerment. Yes, that's exactly why they are doing these types of circumstances, scenarios. Y'all, let me tell you, this is how you know if you should listen to the person who is talking about legislation and disarming the American people. Ask them if they know the difference between a magazine and a clip. If they refer to it as a clip, they have no fucking idea what they are talking about, and therefore they should be disqualified from publicly speaking about handguns and handgun safety. A magazine is what you put into a rifle. A clip is a ribbon that clips the bullet in. Those are for automatic machine guns. You know, that is a clip. It clips in. A magazine is what you stick into the actual firearm. Those are completely different things. And if they use them interchangeably, they are not qualified to speak about gun safety and gun laws. They are not qualified to speak about gun safety and gun laws. And Biden's over here talking about 9mm and that he spoke to experts and they can take out a 22 from a lung, but if it gets hit by a 9mm, it's going to blow out the whole lung. Are you fucking kidding me? If you are on drugs and you get shot with a 9mm, you probably don't even realize you're shot. You might feel like you got flicked. 22? I mean, are you hunting bunnies? Maybe if you said a 50 cal, I'd be like, yeah, no, that shit will blow shit out. That will, yeah, no, that's excessive. That's excessive. People talking about things they don't even understand. It's insane. They harm our children to instill fear in us for what? Hegelian dialectic. So you will beg them to do what they want to do in the first place. I'm so tired of the shit too, girl. I'm so tired of the shit. Like, it's fucking bullshit. It is bullshit. It is bullshit. So, yeah, defensive rounds will do that. They will open up like a flower and claw through you. It will do that. It absolutely will. It will. That's what it's designed to do. So, if you guys don't know what a hollow point is, most projectiles will just be a projectile that pierce right through you. Hollow point, it doesn't just pierce right through you, it begins to fragment and open up like a claw as it penetrates you, and it will create massive amounts of damage. That's why it's called a defensive round. You use that for home defense. Tired of the way the world is. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of what's done to children. It's just, it's too much. It's too much. I'm done talking about it. Actual solutions need to be implemented, like actual fucking solutions. No one will approach a school when every single adult working in that school is tactically trained. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They would be a fucking fool. They would be a fool to do that. They will not approach any schools. And no, we don't just leave guns laying around. No, biometric locks. It will only unlock for a specific person it's programmed to unlock for. I mean, what is dangerous about that? It's not loaded. And children then have the benefit of learning about proper gun handling and respecting. All my kids know, these are not toys. I don't care if you play uh, Call of Duty or whatever. You hit someone with this, they will not respawn. They are not coming back to life. They will most likely die. You could try and hand a firearm to one of my kids and be like, that's not a toy. You need to put that back in its proper case. They will tell you that. I remember one time we were at an outdoor range, and there was another family. They were kind of further down on the range, and clearly those people had not been on a range before. It's like a free for all for them. And my littlest, he like pulls me down and he whispers in my ear, and he's like, "Should we talk to them about what they're doing? It's not appropriate." And I was like, "What are they doing?" "They're not properly handling it." It's okay. My kids know. We are never at any risk of any, like, they're going to go and play. No, no, they know. They know. They know how to handle it. They know how to respect it. They know even if we are not home, you do not play with any of this. The only proper time to handle this is when you are on a range, and you never stick the point anywhere except downrange. They know. Kids are not idiots. We try and treat kids as though they're idiots. They are not idiots. They are extremely intelligent, but they will only ever live up to what your expectation of them is. Ooh, Teresa, I didn't know that. The old one-room schools, the teacher had arms. Love that. I love that. I love that. I hope you're okay, Gaia. Amen to this, Sherry. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a very feasible solution that they will say is not a solution, that it would promote violence. No, it won't. It absolutely will not. You have to look at all the statistics of nations who arm their citizens. We think of Switzerland and we think of peace, right? Swiss are neutral, they're peaceful, they're armed. Do you know why the Nazis never went into Switzerland? It's been said that the Swiss army is some of the most lethal, most highly trained, highly skilled. They were prepared to detonate large quantities of explosives for the only roads in and out. In addition to that, they had bunkers in the mountains overlooking the roads, and they were prepared to indiscriminately shoot into that roadway. They were peaceful because they had the ability to maintain that peace, not because they were helpless. And it's been said, if you don't have the capacity for extreme violence, destruction, you are not peaceful, you are helpless. And it's true. It's true. It is true. You know how many times I'm not a big person? I'm telling you, I'm not a big person. Most people I come across will be bigger than me. People don't fuck with me. Why? I promise you, I will fuck with you back. I will fight back. And people who are looking for victims are looking for easy victims. Clearly, I'm not an easy victim. I remember one time I was out with a good friend and we went through an alleyway and it was dark. And I got a sickening feeling. We walked past this guy and it was a very sickening feeling. We were walking past him and we kept walking. It's just me and my friend. We're both. And I stopped walking for a second. I turned around and I looked at him. And I didn't blink and I just looked at him. And he looked away. I knew he was planning on mugging us. I'm not going to hurriedly walk away. I'm going to fucking look at you. And I'm not going to say a word. And I'm going to let the full intensity of who I am be felt. No, I'm not badass. But I've lived enough of my life to know how to defend myself. You might be stronger, but I promise you won't leave that encounter with me without any marks on you. She just won't. I grew up with 3 brothers who are into MMA and boxing. They also were wrestlers in high school. All of them. How do you think we played? Just like what that guy said. They were play fighting. I was fighting for real. Why do you think they don't play fight with me anymore? They hadn't play fight with me in a long time. Why? According to them, she's fucking crazy. We're playing and she's fucking hitting us for real. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I am. Because you won't get the opportunity to actually put me in a submissive move. I don't think so. And that's why I have a peaceful life, because I have the capacity to maintain that peace. You know, yesterday someone cut us off. They almost like hit the car. And I was like, what the fuck? And my husband looks at me and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, you're in the hood. And I was like, I am the fucking hood. Oh my God. He's cracking up. So we drive past this car and he's basically telling me, like, don't start shit. And we drive past and we see that the driver is slightly older. And my husband's like, stop, he's old. I'm like, I'm old too. Like, yo, we need to do what needs to be done for change to be allowed to occur. We need to do what needs to be done. I'm not for violence. Anyone who knows me in real life knows I don't like violence. I don't like aggression. I really, really don't. But I will do whatever I need to do to maintain my peace. Well, I don't know. King Kong has a lot of hair. I'm pretty hairless. So King Kong might have a little something on me. I don't know. And I get cold easy. So it's kind of like King Kong might have. might have that over me, okay? But it's really this thing of what. Sometimes I gotta send this to my husband. I gotta send this to my husband. This device is too much. Oh my god. Let me stop. Um, Denzel said it on training day. Let me stop. I gotta go. So, guys, thank you for being present for my tirade. It was amazing. Let's do it again tomorrow. Okay, all seriousness, all seriousness. Um, I will be having my workshop this Sunday. If you want to be a part of it, go to my website. Uh, Let me find it. Oh, there it's rolling on the bottom of the screen. Go there and sign up. Tonight we're gonna be cutting off the ability to sign up, so you have to do it by tonight. If not, then you're probably missing out. And for people who have asked, I typically don't repeat workshops. I typically will only do it one time. And in that one time, you either join or you don't, and that's okay. So if you do want to join, make sure you sign up tonight. I want to watch this again one more time just because it's powerful. It's powerful.
When I was young, they called me hard-headed. Later, they would call me determined and focused. When I was gaming as a kid, I would cry. They would say I was emotional and a crybaby. Later, they would say I was passionate. When everybody was play fighting as churn, I fought for real. They said I was violent with violent tendencies. Later, they said I demanded respect. I have never based how I operate off anybody's perspective of me. I'm only ever the greatest version of who I am, and I've yet to meet who I'm gonna be. My mama would tell me, be careful out there. I'm worried about you. I said, Mama, worry about them.
Mhm.
My father was a simple man. And my father would tell me, 5 years into me owning a studio that I operated, he asked me, do you got a job yet? He regularly asked me this because my father was a hardworking man, a simple man. I never was offended by anything he ever said because I knew he didn't know what I was capable of.
Mm.
My son would read novels. This is at 6, 7 years old. You would read novels. My father would say, why you got that boy reading them books? I was never offended by it because my father was not a great reader. I love the people that don't understand me. The people that want to understand me, I give the information. And the people that think less of me make me no difference. Stay powerful, know who you are, learn and prepare for who you're going to be, and don't forget that absolutely anybody can get it.
Mm. That part right there. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. First off, God, his teeth are gorgeous. His teeth are so perfectly like, damn. Okay. Okay. Gorgeous ass teeth. Hello. But the power of his words, and not just his words, but the passion with which he lives them. Like, clearly, those are not just words to this man, they are the words he lives by. When was the last time you spoke the words that you live by, or live by the words that you spoke? And that is the measure of how much you've grown, or how much you've allowed yourself to be shoved in a box. You know what they put in boxes? Inanimate things. Things that have no opportunity to grow and learn and expand. Find yourself. Find yourself in the conversations between self and soul. Live those words, live that truth, find yourself. Anyone is capable of effecting tremendous change within their own life, but not many are willing to put the effort into doing it. Be one of those few. Be one of those few. Okay? So, guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I'll be live again probably tomorrow morning before class. And then we'll see if I have time to go live before the certification. No, not certification. The Morphogenetic Fundamentals workshop. It's going to be on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see. And if I do go live, I hope I see you there. Okay. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every time I'm live. I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing, amazing day, an amazing weekend if I don't see you.